You
morning,
are
good morning,
listening.
Messi gang. How is everybody doing? I hope that you're good. I'm good myself. But anyway, let's get into some mess. Well, today's topic, we're going to do a reaction video on an interview, very, very interesting interview, by the way, that Khaligraph Jones did, where he was basically saying that Kenyan music is way up over there. It's not the first time Khaligraph Jones saying that. In the past, he has said that Kenya, apart from Nigeria and South Africa, Kenya is amongst the top, okay? But when you look at how things are going in Kenya, you're like, so I'm not saying what you're saying, or are we in two Kenyans? Are you in Kenya and we are in Kenya? Or what's not happening? Anyway, Khaligraph just did an interview with SPM. Okay, shout out to SPM, if I said it correctly. And there's some things that he has to say, okay? Include taking a jab at TZ artists, okay? You all know that it's been said, well, seems like, yeah? Tanzanian artists are winning in East Africa based on, how the music be hitting differently. But of course, some Kenyan artists always be arguing that if the numbers are legit, how comes they're not shining out there like their Kenyans counterpart? You all know that Diamond can't do the numbers that Sauti Sol does. No shit. Okay, but of course, you all know that when it comes to YouTube and Boomplay, Tanzanian artists are up over there. And I'm like, if they're buying, what's stopping you from buying? Also making it seems like you have these huge numbers on social media or on your music. It can help you with fan base, of course, and also, the shows. People are saying, oh, this song is popular. Oh, this song is being playing all over the radio stations. Why can't you guys do that? Since you guys claim they are doing that. There's one thing that we shouldn't take away from Diamond Platnumz is the fact that dude has done his due, even though right now I feel like he's not where he used to be. He's kind of falling off a little bit, but nobody has done what Diamond has done in East Africa, point blank period. Well, let's leave alone out there. Let's talk about East Africa, what Diamond Platnumz have done. The artists that he have brought, like Rayvanny, Harmonize, Zuchu, Mbosso, all of them superstar, what Diamond has done, even his music career on his own, no any other East African has done in East Africa. But anyway, let's watch this video first of all, which I thought that was very, very interesting, and then we're gonna get some moments.
Na culture ya kutaka kurudisha watu nyuma. Sasa zile tunaona watu wanasonga mbele, watu wa normal tu embrace, tuache tu self hate. Tunafanya poa, baadhi tunadupoa sana. Hata hii Tanzania mnaongea hakuna kitu huko, tu hakuna kitu manze, hakuna. Mimi nakwambia there is nothing. Sisi hapa hivi tunadupoa sana. Hata ukienda kwa event ya nini ya zauzo maplace hiyo uende, wewe pata watu wako wapiga drip design. Watu wako huko wanaongea mamisemo za Kiswahili. Tulienda pale nini bali nini, wewe buda hapa. Nigga, we talk like this out here, we swagging, nigga. What do you mean, bro? So respect that, buda. Mambo iko sawa. It's only that because sisi ni wa Kenya tuna believe in kitu imetoka hapa kwetu, si noma. Unajua hata hapa chef zapika chakula, usikie huko kwa nini ilipikwa na mzungu. Unaona hii ni tamu ipikwa na, lakini ukiamba hapana si mzungu ni Mkenya. Kama ni Mkenya hiki tu basi.
To some extent, I believe what he's saying, because most of us don't, appreciate, or rather don't love what comes from our own. But let's just face it. Come on now. It's just that most fans, I'll speak as a fan, I feel like Kenyan artists are not doing much when it comes to the music production and also the video, okay? The videos, most of the time, it looked like they were shot with some phone, and also the beat, it's just not slapping, you know what I'm saying? Khaligraph Jones be making some nice, dope-ass music. It's just that I feel like in East Africa, or rather in Africa, we are not that huge on hip-hop. I feel like if Khaligraph Jones was doing his music somewhere like, in America, or maybe, for example, in Nigeria, where people have embraced music and they're supporting their own artists in the most largest scale, he could have been far off. But I don't know. But I want to hear what you have to say about that down in the comment section. I'm a little bit skeptical when it comes to Diamond talking about, the fact that Kenyan music is way up on top there. There's also a couple of interviews that he did with OGOPA. Let's listen to this also.
The way Kenya has a culture of self-hate. So Obina, you can be doing good out here with these interviews you're doing, but because msee akupendi atasema celebrities wa Kenya ni wako chini. Yani sasa anatry it's called the umbrella effect, yani anatry generalize yani so wako chini. Wasanii wa Kenya wako chini. Bro, bana, that is a lie. Bro, I've been to the rate card yetu hapa hivi in Kenya, yani it is way above. And not to say that TZ is doing bad, but how many names can you mention in TZ that you think are above? Let's put Nyashinsky for that matter. Give me 5 names. Msimtajie Diamond, ama Harmonize, ama Wasafi.
Seme Rayvanny.
Seme Wasafi hapa.
Seme boss.
Haya
Jukes. Haya basi.
Kenya has a
Ooh. Did you hear that? Well, he's talking about red cards now. Well, in Kenya also, name me 5 people who are even close to Diamond Platnumz. That's just speaks facts, okay? Apart from, let's say, maybe Sauti Sol. Yes, Sauti Sol have some nice, good red card. Maybe Otile Brown, but I don't think Otile Brown can even come close to Diamond Platnumz. Well, I'm not sure. I'm just saying. Well, apart from those, I'm not seeing any other person. Like, I'm not. And I don't get this thing of him saying that Kenya, we are way on top. Well, yeah, and come to think of it, right? And
Kenya has a culture.
Come to think of it, right? Come to think of it, right? Sorry about that. Come to think of it. Personally, I feel like I understand where it's coming from in terms of us not supporting our own. We're seeing when it comes to kukimbia, athletes. When it comes to athletes, it takes much more from us to go out there and watch them run and support, even though, we have one of the best tests. If not, we are the best in the middle and long run in the world. Kenya, we are leading. Like I'm talking about world. I'm not talking about East Africa. I'm not talking about Africa. I'm talking about world. Okay. And also, if not them come, if the bigger names don't pop on stadium, the likes of Manyala, nobody will go and watch, right? And I feel like we don't support our own, and it's not only in Kenya, it's like everywhere. Even if you go to Nigeria, they will still say the same, that you're only supporting the ones that already made it, and the ones that already made it so hard for the ones that are coming from down to make it. And also, if you go to TZ, where I understand what he was talking about also a little bit, is saying that leave out Diamond, Harmonize, Rayvanny, probably Zuchu, and Mbosso, and maybe Mario. Well, they have Alikiba and Jukes. Less than 10 artists. There are so many artists in TZ, but they're not being heard. And of course, Khaligraph Jones is saying, name me anyone who can be on the same red card as most of the A-listers from Kenya. Honestly, I don't know. I feel like just like we are counting on, people like Nyashinsky, Sauti Sol, Benio Sol. That is how they're also counting on people like Diamond Platnumz and the like that. But anyway, this thing of saying that Kenyans, we are ahead of TZ when it comes to music in East Africa. I'm not talking about world, I'm not talking about Africa, I'm talking about East Africa. That's a big lie. My opinion. Okay, I love you, Mr. OG, but in East Africa, they're still whooping our ass real good. Okay, they're still beating us literally to the pop in East Africa. But out there, I heard that you guys are whooping their asses. So I don't know which is which. I don't know if keep it classy. See you next time. Bye bye.